What's good, good people? Soul Brother number one coming back at you from the top of the chocolate Milky Way, here to reclaim the pyramids. This evening we're going to be taking a look at Mattel's Masters of the Universe Masterverse New Eternia Tri-Klops. Now before we get them out of the package, we're going to compare the packaging because this packaging has changed. This was the original Masterverse New Eternia packaging. Well, it was just a packaging for the Masterverse line altogether, not just New Eternia, but you had the Revelations and the different animated series packaging as well. But this was the standard packaging for it. Had the artwork on the side, on the back. You had the cross cell, little write up, but you see how it looks pretty straightforward. You know, that was the original. And now this is the new packaging that they switched to. The window is smaller, as you can see, but you still get a pretty good picture of the figure, pretty good vision of the figure. And I like the way they have the package kind of wrapped around and the color scheme changed. But you still got the branding, Masters of the Universe, New Eternia on the bottom, letting you know it's the New Eternia line. Masterverse up top, and like I say, the card art, which would be just on the side of the old ones, on the New Eternia boxing. I mean, you know, the new boxing, it wraps around. See that there? And on the back, you're gonna get the same cross cell at the bottom, picture of the figure, and 3 more pictures of the figure, and some box art on the side, on the other side. But overall, I do like this packaging better. Now we're going to get Tri-Klops out of the package and see what he's working with. Okay, here we have Tri-Klops out of the package. Here first accessory he has is this sword. A few paint apps on it, black around the handle, 2 shades of green around the hilt, and you got gray on the blade. I mean, it's all right, you know, nothing to write home about. It's a pretty straightforward sword. And one other thing about the packaging that we're gonna touch into is that any extra accessories, there's an extra pouch. Let me see that. There's an extra pouch here. It says open. That's where any extra accessories would be in the line. And inside that pouch, of course, they'll be in a little bag. You get the bag open and see what all he comes with. Okay, comes with another sword. No green paint. You got the black on the handle, but just gold on this one. Again, pretty basic sword, and then right on the dot. You get left and right fists. And they're on a in and out hinge. You get a separate eyepiece. And we'll get into that a little later. But you get that separate eyepiece. And you get this sash that you can put around them. Now we want to get into the figure, starting with articulation and everything. This eyepiece, I'm thinking it's yep, it turns, so you can have them displaying different eyes. Hence the name Tri-Klops. Wouldn't make no sense if you couldn't do that, right? Other than that, as far as head sculpts go, it looks pretty good. Brown hair on the back. Head only goes up about that far. You can bend it down, look down that far. On the arms, You do get 360 rotation on the arms. His shoulder piece doesn't get in the way. You get the T-pose. Bicep cut. The double jointed elbows, pinless, which some people seem to think that's the end all be all, but it's whatever. You have his diaphragm cut, but it is hindered by his gear that he has on. But you can get some side to side on it. You're not going to get too much back and forth, but you do get that side to side. And you got the waist cut, swivel at the waist. He has his standard Masters of the Universe loincloth, but his isn't fur or anything. Well, it's a combination because it's like fur on the sides, but I don't know what that scale texture in the front. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's like scales. Okay. You can rock the Van Dam. He has the thigh swivel. Oh, and you get about 90 degrees on the leg. It goes back that far, well, back to the side. See, you have the double jointed knees. You won't be able to get too much on it because of the fur around his boots is going to hinder that extra bend in that double joint. So if you wanted to do that, instead of bending at the bottom, you could bend that top joint like so. That way it'll work. Bend the top joint first and then bend the bottom, where you can get that full range of the double joint on there. He has the he has the boot cut, boot swivel. Ankle pivot goes down that far, goes up that far, and you have a little rocker on there. Yeah, you got pretty much rocker. And the detail on the boots, he has gray straps around the boots and the feet. Split toe, reminiscent of split toe ninja tabi boots. A little split toe there. The green belt. And you can see this comes off here. Just take him where it tabs on in the back. And a place where he can store one sword at a time, I guess. So I guess he'll always be holding one, if not both. And then storing the other one. Now, with this, and I don't know, not too knowledgeable on Tri-Klops, but one of the things I like about the new Eternia line is that they come with options to where you can make them look more like the Masters of the Universe Classics or the Vintage line. And that's where this extra headpiece comes in. Now, I don't know which, I'm guessing the one that's on him, that's the upgrade for new Eternia. And this one is the one to make him look more like Master of the Universe Classics or the Vintage. If you know, you can leave that in the comments. Let's see how we get that off. Does it just come off here? There are no directions on how to take that off. So do you just, might be, I think it just comes right off. Yep, you just slide it right off, and then this is what it looks like underneath that. That's pretty cool. And then you slide this one on. I don't know which one I prefer. Let's see. Yeah, they really don't too much of a matter. I mean, don't really have a preference for either one. Not, to me, not one isn't that much better than the other. And that just, I guess I want to put it on straight. I guess that's the right side up. Nothing telling me that it's not. And you get the rotation on the eyes. So yeah, we'll leave that on there because it really didn't. Both of them about the same to me. And you can put, oh, okay. So you can store with his sash if you choose to play him with the sash. You see the sash has two places where you can store his blade. And I'm thinking, in order to put this on, you would have to pop something off. Let's see. Well, no, let's see. It can go on. It slides over. You don't got to pop nothing off. It goes over just like that. Okay. I won't be rocking them like that, but there you go with his sash. And now you can't store two of them. It's just going to go. It's just an extra place. The sword will go in like so. I'm guessing. Yeah. The sword will store just like that. If you just wanted to display them with the sash. I don't know. I don't think I'll display him with the sash. He's just gonna be how he came out the package. Skeletor's falling. We're gonna get him geared up. I don't have to stop it on this one. Have both swords in his hand for right now. Skeletor doesn't want to stand. And there you have Tri-Klops with both swords in his hand, double wielding the blades there. Now up here you can see, we're going to compare because up here you see a picture of the original Masters of the Universe Tri-Klops. Came back out in 80 something, whatever it was. And you can see the similarities and the differences there. And after that, we got the Masters of the Universe Classics line. I think that line came out, was it 2008? I don't know, but that's a picture of the 2008 Masters of the Universe Classics. And then you have the Revelations Tri-Klops. And you can see the similarities and the differences in the figures. But all in all, I didn't have Tri-Klops, but he came out, way after. By the time Tri-Klops came out, I was all into the G.I. Joe. But this is my first Tri-Klops figure. I'm real satisfied with it. Real nice figure. And that is my review. And remember, funk is its own reward. Y'all be easy.